Hello everyone, thanks for watching my video. Today I decided to make a series of tutorial video to build a fully functional e-commerce website. And to build this website, I use Spring Boot, Thyme-leaf, security, Spring Data JPA, Hibernate, variation, so on. And the database I use is MySQL, and more specifically I build with the Maven project multi-module for management and construction. So my purpose is I hope everyone will understand and explain everything I know about Spring to you in this playlist. So if there are any mistake, I am new by YouTube. So if I have any mistakes, please send me by comment and I will change and make it comfortable. So thank you very much. So this is a demo this is a demo of webs I have do for the demo of plugin. It is admin. I spread project to 3 modules: admin, customer, and library share. And the detail in the next part of video. To start, I will using IntelliJ IDE because this IDE is strongly and support Spring Boot and Spring on Java with many things. So first, to create project with multi-module, we need to create new Maven project. I choose IDE JDK 11. I set name Ecommerce Spring Boot. When I finish, the project will be created. Then after created, some file config file will be appear here. So because we have 3 modules: admin, customer, and library, then we create the first module is library, and I choose JDK 11. Choose the Spring because the Spring because we using Spring Boot to build this project. I set name is library. Set the package is I choose JDK 11. Click next. With the library, the model library store object entity, function, and service interact with database. Then we need have some dependency: Lombok, security, to client. To client, I add dependency here because on the some part of this series I will build login with Google or Gmail. Then the database is MySQL. We choose Spring Data JPA and MySQL driver. Then we have the validation, and we have the Java mail sender to send the email. Yeah, it is enough for library. When after the library created, we have the module library here. It is same as a Spring project. Then we need to configure the module of our project with module here, and then as module as library. So I will ask new module is admin. JDK 11. Next, admin user dependency, Spring Boot, Neptune, Lombok, Spring Web. The Thyme-leaf is a template engine. Thyme-leaf is using for HTML, security, our true client need to SQL, MySQL, and the Spring Data JPA. Validation, mail sender. Yeah, it is on a dependency. So we click finish. After click finish, admin module is same as Spring project. Then we also need configure the module admin. Yeah. So first, in library, we need to some package to store the object entity and interact with the database by function logic to you and the admin. The admin is to manage the shop. So we need first, I think we need to create some package model to store object entity, package repository, interact with the database, package service, write the function and logic function, new package DTO to mapping and transfer data, new package all this to write some additional function now. And then because we authorize the user authorized by Spring security, then we authorize with a row customer and admin, and we create a class row to store the name of authorized. So with class row, because I use Hibernate and Hibernate, then Java class is a table in the MySQL database. Then a table has the primary key, and it is the ID for the primary table. Add primary key, and row store the name of authorized. So need to attribute name. Then we use the Lombok to generate codes. Is data is generate the getter for all field to change equal cost and so on. Then we have no argument constructor. It auto generates the no argument constructor, no parameter constructor, and we also have own argument constructor. The Lombok dependency with auto generates own argument constructor. And we have entity. It has the entity. Entity is the specified class notation applied to the entity class for the Hibernate. Hibernate will be found in a table, and table here. Table is a table of X class is a table in MySQL, and we define the name of table in rows. Then we have the table have primary key ID, and we need to ask ID to the ID attribute and generated value strategy bằng identity to auto increase ID. So we define the name of the column in the table is row ID. So it is a table row have two column ID and name with ID is primary key and ID auto increase. So there is an entity to for Hibernate to found. So because we do the admin first, then we create a class admin like as class row. Class admin has ID and admin has first name, has last name, head username, head password, has image, and important is head row. Using the collection because it means had many row, can have many row. So I also ask the Lombok annotation later to get the setter on argument and no argument constructor. It is an entity class and the table name is admin S because many admins, so I ask it an ID and set that value strategy bằng identity and the column name is rows ID admin ID. Then if you do this, so the username is the email to login and config in the authorized Spring security. So with the image, I do the image to accept the image as the base64 cost. So I ask annotation love is a persistent profile should be persistent at the object for the data type in the MySQL. The column define column. I define is a main envelope in the database MySQL. Then we store the base 64 encoding. And with the row, we have the relationship with the row. I also relationship in many to many because admin had many rows. Then the fetch eager to when set the row set the row for the admin, the row will be fetched before, and cascade equal on to for properties on operator detect or delete. Then I create a table. If using many to many, I think I think I need to create a set table. Set table name is mean row and join column. Join column name as mean ID và foreign key as mean ID. The admin ID is must same to the column name. Then we need to invert my column to row table name row ID. Name row ID is same as the row ID in the table row. When foreign key is row ID here, and that is a class table admin with primary key ID auto agree, name is admin ID with column first name, last name, username, password, image with data is main envelope, and have the foreign key is row ID. So then you need to create a interface class to interact with the database in row repository. So because using the JPA, then JPA has support to interact with the database. We extend the JPA repository. And then is the construction of class interface to interact with the database. You need to use annotation story time in repository to force Spring to find the JDE repository to interact with the database. So we have the function row file. You can see the JPA has support to use attribute by name, and name after and many, so on. And we need to pass the variable name here. So we need to create another interface class as mean repository Also extend JPA repository admin long is a primary key data type. Repository story type, and we also get the admin username, pass the username. Then we have the function to fetch the admin by username. Also, if you don't like to JPA support, you can write some query by query and value here. Why query here? Why query here? So native query 7.2 is a query same to the MySQL IDE, but JPA support to support meeting, so you don't need to write query. Yeah, so I will do with the detail with class admin detail. In the class detail, I explain more because when you create admin or get admin from database, we will use first name, last name, username, and image to fetch into the HTML or front end. So we need to show the ID, the row, the password you don't use, so it is not secure and can be leaked. Then we add new class detail to fetch, to transfer, to mapping the data. So the class now had a set attribute first name, last name, username, password, I add new attribute password to check, and I have the Lombok. No argument constructor, on argument constructor. Then because I use y, so y I add validation dependency here, because we also use to validate the name of user, to create, to validate after, before saving to database. So the validation have many support many things like size, length, mean. But I use the size 3 character mark equal 10 character, and message binding invalid first name 3 to 10 character. Then I use it for last name. For password I change it to 5 and 15. then 5 to 15 character. So the username is the email and the HTML has validate, so you don't need validate here. So the review password is not validate because check the same as the password here. So we add new class interface, make object to MySQL with the logic code, logic business function. The admin service. The admin service we use write some function. Find by username here. And another function is save new function by from data from and transfer data from admin detail to admin. So we add new package IMPL and class admin service IMPL, implement the admin service, make it implement because we can secure the logic code, and we define it is a service, and to so this class interact with the database and logic code, then we need to ask class to interact with the database here. Admin repository and row repository here. So with the function find by username, we only return admin. Find username, we pass the username here. Then we can fetch the admin by username by JPA support. So in class save, we need to transfer data from admin DTO to admin. So then we create a new admin. So we set the transfer data. Set first name, transfer data from admin DTO to admin. Set last name, get last name, set username, admin DTO, get username. So admin dot set passwords bằng admin DTO chấm get password. Admin dot set row. So row here is a collection. So we need to API release to create collection row here. Array dot s list row repository dot find by name is admin. So I will explain this line because the admin set row by array list at list from and add the row repository will find the row with the name is admin because we add new admin to array. When set the array here is the row, then we return admin privacy dot save admin here. So when it is a function to create new admin. So we need to we need use the admin. In the admin, for the admin can it is and we configure the then we configure the admin module. For the admin module can receive, can file the library, the package of module library. We need to do something here. Scan by package is the Spring. We scan the own package. We need to own package, then we add the package here. Add the name of package here. And we need to enable JPA repository in the package com dot library dot repository here, and entity scan Spring will scan the object entity. So we see the error it cannot resolve the package library. So because it is another module and cannot get the module get the package here, so we need to config in form XML file. Need to add dependency. Dependency here. So in file form we copy the three line here. So we add to here. Then we click the Maven in the right screen. So we need to reload on Maven project. Then after reload, the Spring Boot module admin has received the package and entity and object of module library here. One more thing we need after run the admin application web app, you need to configure the Spring by Spring application property. So this is my configs. I have here, so I will copy here, I will paste here. So I will explain for you. It is a path to Tomcat server will run. Then it is an additional path. After here, you will try here to run. So class path is template static. For the resource static is store CS file or JS file. Template store the HTML Thyme-leaf template file. Then it is the name of database, Ecommerce Spring Boot. Then it is the root name, username is the root, and password is my password. Then MySQL driver is a Hibernate for MySQL, and DDL auto updates is a mapping relationship. Multiple file is for upload image or file. So let's image the server port is the port for Tomcat server run, and contact path is the additional path after the port here. So template here, static is store CSS file or JS file, template is for HTML file, and then is the name of database, is a username here. I will open MySQL workbench. Here is the name is root, and the password is my password or the password of when you password to access the root here. Then is a MySQL driver is a Hibernate, and updates I push a update is a DDL, a mapping relationship. Multiple file is the for upload file, mark file size, and multiple file. So then in the here I access here. So I have created database Ecommerce Spring Boot. Yeah, this is copy here. Then we paste it to is the name of application property file here. So then we create database here, Ecommerce Spring Boot. Yeah, we have created here the database is nothing. So then we will run here. You can run here, or right click run up in application. We will build the process is building. Wait some minutes, some second. Yeah, the server will run on pause some port here, and it is the default password or Spring Security. Then here, so then I will it is the localhost, it is the port, here. So what is the path is additional part is admin. Here it is the default login page of Spring Security. So then I think it is too much for you, and in this video too much or enough for you in this video, and I will stop here. In this video I introduce about Maven project with Spring Boot with multi-module, and I config the admin module, library module with, and as some package, do some sample here. So I hope you can follow, you can subscribe for me and understand more about Spring Boot. So in the next video I will do the config the Spring Security for admin login, create new admin, and apply the template from Google to you in the admin template. So hope help you. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you in the next video.